case you change your mind.
Looks spicy.
Some rum.
Looks spicy.
It's actually. Once you taste it, you might, bro. That's in that. That's in that. I'm trying to think of that old drink we used to get.
We need to do
a New Amsterdam.
Well, fuck it. Let's review it then. Fuck it. Let's do a review on it then.
That's in that
live on the show.
That's in that.
Let's do a review on it live on the show.
New Amsterdam price right there.
What?
20.
Oh, we definitely gonna have to mix it on the show. We gonna mix it that because you know I'm an Amsterdam friend. I love the price.
Yeah. So we live on YouTube right now. I haven't officially. I'm gonna put this up just so we see how we look. What the fuck is that? Alright, bet. We in this thing, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and turn me off right.
I feel good. I said I feel good. I don't wanna be.
So, man, we back with another episode. We actually live in person this time. Back on the video scene for people seeing this on our YouTube, and I'm sure we'll put it on Instagram as well.
Yes,
Donovan is in the cut. He's just taking care of something real quick. But what's up, man? For all the people out there,
Man,
bro. We back at it. Yeah, with another episode, Men Are Men. And what's today? Today is May the 23rd, Sunday, man. Our usual Sunday sessions. And
session.
yeah, for real. In person. Back how we started. I'm gonna go ahead and post this on our Instagram too, so people know that we live as well. Let me get that link real quick.
Oh yeah, and we also gonna do a review.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we're
gonna do a liquor review.
Yep, we got a review coming up.
You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. We got some. What's this? Some rum.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a rum review.
Some Let's see what this is. It's called Bruegel. Okay.
Yeah.
Bruegel is the name of it. I ain't gonna lie, I seen it on one of my shows, Deuces and Marrow, that show I was telling you about. That light skinned dude.
Yeah.
He always drinking it. Or the dark skinned dude, he's drunk it as well. But hey, it's in the price range, so it ain't gonna hurt the bank. $20 we talking about.
Oh yeah.
So
I heard it's smooth.
It ain't nothing outrageous.
Right to the touch.
Yeah. It ain't nothing outrageous. So we're gonna give a review on that too. We got 2 shot glasses here.
Yeah.
We're gonna touch on that, and we also got some good topics coming up, man. We talking about this NBA finals. Mm-hmm. We talking about some players wanting Bitcoin instead of just a regular paycheck. They want to maybe try to invest their money from what they seeing. And didn't work out for them, but
sure there's some people who would love to talk about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Mo, you want to?
Yeah. How you feel about it?
Man.
Let's start there. Let's start on Bitcoin actually.
But okay.
With that comment.
So there was a Kansas City Chief.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City Chief player wanted to be paid his salary in Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain what Bitcoin is?
Bitcoin is just a digital currency.
A digital currency.
That's all it is. You just...
Can we walk out... Okay, so this player would have got paid money in Bitcoin, right? Mm-hmm. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars in Bitcoin, whatever that means. Mm-hmm. What would he have been able to purchase with his Bitcoin money?
Honestly... a Tesla up until a couple of months ago, until that came around, so he could have got a car. There are housing companies out there where you could buy a house, full off of Bitcoin. But I think when people get mixed up or man, this is fake or this ain't real, is they thinking of the physical aspect of it. So they not holding up this like this is a Bitcoin and I have it in my possession. That's the only thing that makes it different from a regular dollar. Cause if you never saw a dollar, I mean, I don't know. Like, money itself, the U.S. dollar is just based off of a physical asset, which the paper that money is printed on is not even worth as much as that. Like, we don't even want to go into that.
So you think it's smart that this man is trying to get his contract in Bitcoin? That's a smart move.
So I actually tell you this, and I'm about to really mess you up. It was already a black lineman actually that already did this, but instead of him going to the chief saying I need half or 100% in Bitcoin, he just got his check and did what he did. And actually, man, I got to look it up, bro. But actually, what he would have gotten paid, you know, through salary, he got almost
right now today. Okay, so I don't understand it personally. Like, if you gave me $100,000 in Bitcoin, I don't know what I would be able to do with that $100,000 in Bitcoin. Would you today take your salary, trade your salary in to be Bitcoins if your company offered it?
If my company offered
We're
it,
giving your equal worth in Bitcoin.
Yeah. Because the thing is, you still can convert it to money. Like, it's just like, this may sound crazy as well. It's people that make millions of dollars that I personally met as well. You've met them as well. You just don't know it. That literally trade money. You know how they say people launder money?
Yeah.
It's people that just trade off buying something in a Chinese coin and then trading it to the Dominican Republic because the taxes are lower and they're not going to get taxed as much, then convert it to American dollars. This stuff go on every day. So
to simplify for our YouTube listeners, to all of our followers, Bitcoin. If people who may be interested, right? Okay, so this is a big thing, right? Do you feel like people should invest in Bitcoin? Okay, so it's our duty to explain people, encourage people to do it because you feel like it's good. Do you feel like it's good?
I feel like it's good, but I'm a person that's in the stocks, and most black people, let's just call it what it is. Most black people don't feel like stocks is a good thing. They feel like it's a gamble, or you gonna automatically lose money. So I don't have that conversation with these people because they still in that same mindset.
Well, let's convince me.
Point.
Let's convince me and some other people.
Right.
If I make $50,000 and I want to convert half of that or all of that into crypto, what is that?
To be perfect, and I'm gonna be honest.
How do I need to change my lifestyle? If I say, you know what, I'm putting $25,000 of my money a year into crypto, can I still live the same way I was living off that when I was 50,000?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. The thing is, like I say, just like the stock market as well, it's people that literally don't have a 9 to 5, bro. They just trade all day. I know you see them people that have like 8 computer monitors and it's like all these different graphs. I know you've maybe seen a picture of it or something like what is that? Like what is he doing? Like
look like he doing a lot. Yeah, he look like
these people that do that. Like when we get up and go to actual work, they get up and
it's a show I was watching. Everybody should go watch it called Billionaires.
Okay,
it's called Billionaires. They basically deal with $1 billion investments. They deal with investments, $1 billion companies, and they one of them companies. Investors deal with them kind of screens. Definitely.
So
look complicated
to us. We taught. I mean, and it's not our fault, bro. Like we here. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't get to choose like where we got born and who our family was, and if our uncle was a stock trader and all that. Like we don't know because number one, they don't teach us in school. So that's another reason why people not necessarily in tune to like find out because you don't hear nothing about it in school. Unless I imagine when you get to maybe the college level, you can.
You think they teach about Bitcoin today?
Now probably yeah.
They probably ain't teaching about no damn Bitcoin.
Think about this. They teaching about social media shit in college.
Yeah, that's in college. To be honest.
But who would have...
When
we was in school, you would have thought, like, man, it's going to be a job. Like, you know, like when Facebook first came out, like, I don't think we had the thought, like...
Well, let's be real. We can talk about this another... We was all fucking creators on the internet. MySpace.
True.
I mean, we was coding and shit. I mean, I had my shit live. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
I was putting mini bitches on. I had all kind of leads coming in. You know what I'm saying? My landing page was great. You know, my MySpace landing page was live. I mean, like you click on my shit, music playing to you. If you scroll down, I got another song playing to you. I probably had a voiceover. I was talking to me. Like my shit was live, nigga. I don't care. I was one of the livest MySpace page users. Yeah. My coding skills. Yeah. Hit my shit.
It was live?
It was talking to you.
But see, if we would have, so think about this, if you would have known then while you had your stuff live, on point, music in the background, everything, if you would have knew then, man, I could possibly get a job doing this, making $200,000 a year.
We know like, the education industry all effed up.
Yeah.
We know the education industry all effed up. That's why that's why I'm saying I bet they ain't doing no damn no cryptocurrency talk in school right now. Because if it really is good for you, this education ain't gonna tell you shit. They ain't teaching us no real. And if it is, why I gotta be in college? Yeah. Why we can't learn that in high school?
Another thing I was thinking about, bro, is they not teaching it in school. Like this whole crypto thing. Once the government, I will say this, once the government get involved into like this crypto market and everything else, just like the stock, they go.
That's what we want.
No, that's never what you want. But I'm saying, you know, they're gonna come in. That's my whole point at all. Like people ask, like, should I do it? I'm like, you just gotta be under the standing or under the impression that you know the government, bro. Like they gonna come in and try to bogart and
so by this time,
taxes.
By this time, it's 2021. Mm-hmm. Dr. Maurice Lane, financial advisor. Would you say?
I am not a financial advisor. Let me
but repeat, in your honest opinion, do you feel like if you don't have, should people have hundreds in there right now? Should they have thousands?
I think you should.
Hundreds of thousands. Should you still be in the dozens? Should you still be in like the 10, 20, 30? Yeah. Like how, you know, it's 2021. I heard this been around for what, a decade now. Looks to be pretty cheap when you buy it. Yeah. From what I'm able to understand of it. Yeah. Like you buy what, 40 something cents per, you know, so you can buy $10. So what do you feel like people should just go at 100, go with 1,000? Like me personally, bro. I know I didn't spend I spent $20 on this bottle of liquor. Ooh, talk to him.
Like, I mean, I can spend I can put 20 on Bitcoin. I spent what, $8 for these little bitty.
I'm not a crypto fan, but I understand what you're talking.
And I know you understand it that way as well. Like,
if you're gonna spend $20 on that bottle,
bro, I could put $20 somewhere and possibly
buy 100 shares
and possibly make $100 just off 20. Like, I'm not saying that you guaranteed to do that for anybody out there listening, but it's a possibility.
You saying what else is your $100 doing? What else is that specific?
Even like your 401k, bro. We can go there. Your 401k is just sitting in the bank. It's not making money unless you go to work. As soon as you don't go to work, it's not going up. If you invest in it, it's going up. You might lose. You gonna lose. You can lose. Like I told my daddy, and this is just real talk. I'm not an investor. I'm not making millions of dollars as you see, whatever. I'm just saying we spend money on stuff that, you know what I'm saying, I'm cheap already, personally. Like I'm a pretty cheap person, but
talk about cheap, I'm cheap.
So exactly. So if I'm like, okay, I bought this, I bought that, and it's like I could put $50 here just to see, you know, what happened. I got $50. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah. I ain't trying to tell nobody to put their life savings out or none of that other stuff. That's all I'm saying. You can definitely make it work. It's just we
gotta think like it. I can tell you this right now. Mm-hmm. If you ain't saving your money,
even that. Mm-hmm. That's true.
If you ain't saving your money, I don't know what you doing.
You already messed up.
Because if this pandemic ain't taught you shit.
That's another thing, bro. And that's a good start, though, even for somebody, even if you're not, like, invested or whatever.
This pandemic ain't... Now, that's one thing I do got to say. Because, again, I don't understand the whole crypto thing, and I guess I can research it enough to understand it. Mm-hmm. But if I had most of my money invested in crypto when COVID hit, I do feel like I would have been fucked. if I would have got fired.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So,
no, yeah.
It's you got to do your research. I know Mo ain't telling you to invest millions of dollars, and I don't know if you should or you shouldn't. But talking about cryptocurrency, do your research. Maybe you should put $50 into it, whatever it may be. But we definitely gotta. We definitely have to talk about that because that's always a big topic. Every single day, I feel like I get notifications now about Bitcoin and Dodge. I do notice people have been quiet. It's May 24th, whatever the day is, May 23rd.
Yeah.
People been quiet on the social media side on this cryptocurrency talk for the last few weeks. I haven't seen as many big talk on the cryptocurrency, so on the Dodge and the Bitcoins and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what's going on in that cryptocurrency world.
Yeah.
But if somebody can please tell me, is it doing so good right now? Is it doing good for you? You check your money? Is it still going up?
So there was a point where it did go down when Elon Musk came on and made some comments. But of course,
can he do that? Was that a he?
Yeah.
Can he do that?
Tesla, yeah. I mean,
this ain't no politician.
Yeah, no, he's not a politician.
He's just a Tesla.
He's just a business owner and happened to be involved in it. But he made a comment about it, and
is that good for the cryptocurrency industry where somebody can make a comment and it fuck your shit up that much?
Right. But how I look at it too, the stock market the same way too, bro. There's people that influence the stock market in certain ways, and like, hey, I got like all these people that raise this fast money, bro. Like, it's companies on the stock market that immediately drop, and we're not gonna go too deep in the stock because it's not, a stock show or whatever. But they immediately go public and have, $500 million out of nowhere, and it's like, you a scooter company, like, where you get all this money from? Like, and it's not that many people invested in the actual stock. Like, oh, okay, like, dang. I'm not saying it's impossible, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
For all the people listening, get into the investment. That's our investment talk.
Yeah.
For the day.
Let me drop dude's name real quick too, because I had looked it up. He was a Panther actually. His name was Russell Okung. He was actually to be paid.
Russell Okung. Tackle.
Yeah, the tackle. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
273% price increase after he first tweeted that he demand in 2009. But see, they talking about, oh boy, this dude got paid 273% more, bro. So we all know numbers. If that was $200, 200% more is a lot of money compared to, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
So, well, do your research. Maybe you should invest.
Yeah.
These athletes are thinking big.
True.
With their salaries, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to see. Now, NBA.
Yeah.
Playoff talk.
Yeah.
Playoff talk. We just got done watching, two, of course, future Hall of Famers duel it off.
True.
Curry, LeBron.
True.
LeBron does what he does. He wins. 3-pointer in Curry face. Usual things. We kind of just watching things happen that we know gonna happen. Personally, LeBron was looking a little sketchy at the beginning of that game.
I'm glad you said that, because I know you're a fan too.
Andrew Wiggins was doing a little too much. We not gonna look, LeBron fans. LeBron fans.
Trey.
LeBron fans. We not gonna act like this did not happen. Andrew Wiggins looked like he was better than LeBron on a couple of occasions in the first half of that basketball game. And I know LeBron ain't 100. But, shit. LeBron he had to hit that game winner. He had to hit that game winner.
He had to, bro.
He had to get that game winner because it wasn't looking too good.
He had to.
It was not looking too good. And so good thing the Lakers passed. They got that up.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to talk about that, and then we lead into NBA TNT.
Okay.
We got Shaq.
Okay.
Chuck.
They picked the best player on the winning team. Okay, winning team, but they say the players are most valuable player. Yes.
Neither one of these motherfuckers can talk.
Neither one of them know. That's the funny thing. They both arguing, but like not arguing. They like
Neither one of them motherfuckers can talk. I've been having to
like,
listen
what?
to this shit 3 times.
On the best team wins MVP, and you just said that. I said at the All-Star game. Yes. When the guy wins. Yes.
Yeah.
The best player gets the MVP. Yes. Right. Okay. Why?
Shaq get
'Cause he's the
mad,
best player.
but he can't talk.
Why you think you won? Because he's the best player. That's what I'm saying.
They frustrated because neither one of them know.
that's what I'm saying.
I get
You not saying that. I'm saying that.
Steph Curry is the best player in the league. I don't care what his record is.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Facts, bro.
What?
Facts. Steph Curry's the best player in the league, bro.
You know what? I didn't know you was gonna agree with this.
You didn't.
I didn't know we was about to be a debate topic.
You didn't.
I really thought we was on the same page.
You really thought I was gonna say LeBron
Yeah.
did. Steph Curry's the best player in the league, bro. I mean, what's the argument? I'll just say this. What's the reason you would say he's not? Let me just ask you that.
Well, first of all, his team didn't make it to the fucking playoffs. How many teams make it?
7? Well, now we have what?
I mean, let's call it what it is. To be the best player in the league, like LeBron was with them horrible teams with the Cleveland, didn't they always make it to the playoffs? Wasn't he losing in like the finals and shit?
That's a fair argument, bro. I can't lie to you. He did lose. Yeah.
You shocked me with this whole Curry thing. Now, I get Curry is great. He's great.
Is he just great though? Is he not like? We looking at him
He's great,
for sure.
but I'm gonna be so real about this.
Okay,
I'm gonna be real about this.
go ahead.
There's a few point guards that give you that give you impact, like Dame Lillard. Is there a big difference between Dame Lillard and Curry on any given night? Is there a big difference between Dame Lillard and Curry on any given night?
Yes. Numbers.
What?
Points. Now, Lillard did just have a 50-point game. I'm not taking that away from him. And I'm not taking away from the fact that Lillard is a great point guard. But you honestly gonna say that they almost the same? So
What I'm saying is at the end of the day,
okay.
Curry is a shooter. He's a shooter. We are seeing. How many times did he get blocked in the last couple games? He's a small guy. He can get to the lane. He got handles. But in the playoffs, it's hard to do that. That's why he was getting blocked and beat up a little bit and all that kind of stuff. It's not nothing knock against him. But at the end of the day, he's a small guy. Chris Paul, small dude. He's only going to have so much of impact when his shot isn't falling. He still demands a double team. You still have to guard him. You still have to do all that. But I'm not going to say he's the best player in the league.
Well, you not because you LeBron fan.
Because he's supposed to be in the playoffs if you are.
True. He did lose, but we know what Steph Curry is capable of. Obviously, by how many championships they've been to, and I mean they've been in the playoff run plenty of.
If Klay was healthy, they would be in the playoffs. I get that. If I'm saying if Klay Thompson was healthy, they would probably have beat the Lakers.
Yeah. True.
Let's call it what it is.
They needed someone else, and of course,
They probably would have beat the Lakers.
They double teamed them, and it was no.
But if y'all watch Curry the last couple games, the Lakers and the one they just lost, because they lost another game after that to get kicked out. That's why they're not in the playoffs. That ain't best player in the league. No.
But we can say LeBron's not had a good night always as well either, right? Can we not agree on that?
Yes, that's true.
He's had some off nights. Like you said, he started that game off.
That's true.
I think LeBron really doesn't have a great
overall
start.
impact of the game. What does Curry give you overall impact of the game? To you, what does he give you? When you get Curry, what are you getting?
You get it for sure, a clutch shooter. Like you said, he's a shooter.
Okay.
So you go
You're
get
getting
that
a shooter.
shot.
Okay.
Let's just say we down. We talking about possibly catching up because he gonna lunch. Let's just say 3 threes in a matter of the 4 possessions they get.
Attribute shooter.
Boom.
Best shooter in the league by far. What else he
by
give you?
far. After that, we got
which draws attention. I'm not gonna make it as he draws attention with all that, right? Shooting. He's a shooter.
Then he gonna draw him in. We got the quick dunk. Boom.
Okay.
Like you said, if Clay was healthy, we got the dunk to Clay. Possibly a 3-maker.
Clay's not healthy right now.
He's not healthy.
But just in general, are you trying to say he's a great passer?
I would say he's a pretty good assist. He's a good assist. Are you saying? I just don't like the fact you said Lillard, like him and Lillard.
I'm breaking it down to you. You name 2 1.5 things that he's good that you say he's great at. I'm gonna name LeBron's.
Yeah.
First of all, do you say LeBron's a poor shooter?
I was actually waiting on the first comment. I was gonna say LeBron doesn't make that shot if he's giving that shot again. He does not make that shot.
Would you say he's a poor shooter?
He's an average shooter.
He's an average to good shooter. He's not a liability by far as a shot.
He's not, but I'm saying if he would have got that same shot that he made, he wouldn't have made that again.
So with LeBron, I'm getting scoring. He's not a shooter, but I'm getting scoring, meaning I'm going to get 25 a game. LeBron, I'm getting 8 rebounds a game. I'm getting physicality from LeBron, right? You're not going to bully LeBron, right? LeBron, I'm getting, top 1-2 passer in the game? You debate that?
Yeah.
Vision?
Yeah, just
vision. Yeah. Just the leader of the offensive on the directing the offense. I'm getting that, right? Yeah. If he's on the court, I know the offense is going to run smooth. He's going to get the ball to the right person. He's going to set it up. I don't get that from Curry. I get all that. He's actually playing defense again like he was playing with Miami and Cleveland back in the day. I'm also getting defense, size, length, brains. I don't get none of that with Curry. That's why I say he's a great shooter. Great shooter.
And that's it. That's where you leaving it at.
To be honest with you, yes. Now, when you got him and Clay, it's hard to stop because name a better shooter than Clay. And we're not talking like Curry is not just you just got to spot up. Curry is a legit when we was watching him against LA, he beat a triple team.
So
he literally was moving side to side while niggas was running like they was taking turns, and he still hit the 3. So that don't make him the best player in the league because you only can do that so many times, bro.
True.
That's not a better impact than what I just named off on LeBron.
But LeBron, like I said, LeBron not hitting that shot again, bro. He's not.
Are we trying to say that he hasn't hit a shot like that before?
Are we saying that Steph hasn't hit a half quarter?
We're not saying that. We're saying you just agreed with Chuck. Wait, no.
LeBron's a good player.
You just agreed with Shaq, actually. Did Shaq say that? Shaq said Steph Curry is the best player in the league today. And you really on Charles' side saying that how could he be the best if he lost? Because LeBron obviously beat him. Well, first of all, I said he didn't make the playoffs, and then I just listed another player's impact versus that player's impact.
One man's opinion, I guess, man. But I'm telling you, bro, Steph he definitely got the impact. You just said he evaded three teams, three defenders, bro.
But at the same time, he out of the playoffs.
He's at home. No question.
Let's just call it what it is.
No question about it.
Steph Curry, flip Steph and LeBron.
Yeah.
Give LeBron that exact same team this year. Yeah. Are they in the playoffs?
You like that? Give the same team.
I do, boo, because it's the easiest argument. It's the easiest argument. Are you really gonna say LeBron not gonna make the playoffs?
Let's get a shot here. But I'm still listening. LeBron has not made the playoffs though. Well, he's been in. He's been there.
We do need a shot for this because I can't believe you agreeing with this.
Bro, but you're saying it like LeBron hasn't lost ever and he hasn't been at home.
I'm
like
just
Steph
saying,
lost.
To say Steph is the best player in the league because he's a great shooter. Even when Larry Bird was the best player in the league, he was a top 2-3 defender in the league. Okay. So we got our rum. Yes, sirs. We gonna do a review.
Yes, sir.
He say this hit your pockets for about 20. Either you gonna put that 20 in crypto, or you gonna put that 20 in the bottle.
On the rum,
we gonna put it, or that crypto gonna get you 20 bottles.
Exactly. No, for real, man.
As you can hear, he broke the seal.
We going full or what?
Man,
right here. I'll get you right here.
You know what? You off tomorrow?
Nah.
Feel like you setting me up here.
I should be a bartender, boy. There we go. Wall Street Trapper. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all that Wall Street Trapper was somebody that got me in tune. Dion got me in tune with stocks. Somebody that not really even stocks, just being more financial tuned actually. Cheers, bro.
Ooh.
Woo! Okay. Sometimes I usually mix it, but most of the time I mix it with some Coke.
Sometimes you gotta grab the bottle again at the
Yeah. See, you grabbed it. Like, what was this? But 20 bones, bro. Not bad. I just finished another bottle of rum. I wish you could have tasted the difference. That one was like 50, 60, but
You a drinker, huh? You find that you an alcohol.
Nah. It's like a bottle a month for me, honestly. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe a bottle a month.
If that, shit.
Unless it's like a holiday or something, that's maybe longer.
Man.
But,
Taste it.
not bad, right?
Get you right.
Not bad,
Get you right.
You put it in a little Coke or something.
It's in my head a little bit.
Yeah. Put a little Coke in there, you good. But, nah, man, let's,
Man.
we got, what happened to my video? Donovan say, I know you a
Oh yeah,
guy.
so the shirts just came from the house, yeah.
What you think?
So the shirt's gonna happen.
Okay.
The shirt's gonna happen. Go hit the lady up.
When we
My mom ain't gonna do them. We're just gonna hit that lady up though.
Okay.
So we gonna have that. She man about this weekend.
Okay. You down to go get some shirts? You think we need to go fill our own quality of cotton? Make sure
the cotton
you
right.
know what I'm saying? We might want dry fit. You know what I'm saying? We might want Nike dry fit.
Yeah,
you know,
we
just
may not even do cotton.
You may not even
because the
do
cotton may not feel right.
See what I'm saying?
Cotton may not
used to
feel
it.
right. You know how cotton do.
Exactly.
You know what?
We might want 40% polyester and 20 cotton. We might not want to do cotton.
We may have some shit growing in the back when we just gonna pick and kill. Make our own shit. You know what you can do with it.
But no, I'm talking about it, bro. I'm talking about it for sure. So if even if we wanna get a video post.
Oh yeah.
Even if you wanna leave and get some shirts or something, I'm with it.
You got it.
Okay.
It's coming. So we got what we gonna talk about? Oh yeah, white people be saying the N-word.
Is it just?
You know what? We say nigga a lot though. I ain't gonna lie. I probably done said nigga about 20 times on the show alone. This episode.
Is it just a white thing though?
Are we saying Asians say black? Or are you trying to say Asians be saying?
I feel like everybody.
Are you really trying to say Asians be saying nigga?
Man,
And Mexicans be saying nigga? Nah, you right. Everybody say it. But that's a good point. So what you trying to say?
I'm just saying.
Why we be getting on white people for saying it?
No. I was more so saying everybody, but I'm just
Really, white people to be the ones asking the question. They the only ones who don't understand why they can't say it. White people be like, really? They ask, like, intrigued and shit.
But why?
They so confused. Like,
But why? Yeah, like
we
why
all like.
confusion?
I'm like, damn, I was born in '91. You asking me why you shouldn't be able to say it?
But why is it a confusion? Like, why is it even a? After you may say like, hey, I don't appreciate you saying that because you just, whatever, you're not using it. Why is it even a debate of like, really, or like, like, oh man, like,
Hold on now, Mo.
how can you ask me that?
I should be able to ask. I should be
able
able to
say whatever I
ask.
want.
I should be able to ask. That's how they say. They freedom of speech. They should be able to ask.
Yeah, I mean,
Why they can't use the word?
I feel like, honestly, bro, I just feel like, personally, it's not... Even right now, in the time that we in, bro, we know what we've reviewed on our show. As far as systematic racism, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. Like, it's no guess on, like, where we are right now in society. And I just don't feel like that's the... I guess, appropriate message or real message to give out when it comes to what's going on right now in the world.
Yeah.
Me personally.
So,
do you feel like it's disrespect right now?
you don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really hear people saying that. White people, like,
Let me ask you this.
in my circles. But
I was just about to
that could be because I don't hang around with a lot of
I
white
was
people.
just. I swear to God, I was about to ask. When is the last time that you
Personally, I
honestly hung out with a white person?
I don't. I got a friend who's actually Hispanic, but he looks white built.
Okay.
Went to school with him.
Mm-hmm.
Been knowing this dude for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But in as many white schools that I've been to, college is included. I don't know. It's something about, I know.
I'm asking.
It's something about. The relationship.
Yeah.
It's something about those relationships that don't feel authentic. They don't feel real. They feel like I'm just that black friend, that black person.
Mm-hmm. You saying like just to have that in the back pocket card of like, well, I have black friends. You said is that the feeling or?
I feel like the white people I've come across.
Mm-hmm.
Those ain't they not rocking with you because they really rocking with you.
Mm-hmm.
They rocking with you because you play basketball, you play football together. Right? They rocking with you because you play sports together.
Mm-hmm.
But deep down, they really just want to hang with they types of people. It's like entertaining, like you may be funny and stuff like this, but deep down, your true self, you can't be around them. That's how I always felt. I always felt your true self, you can't really be around them. Like if you really acted yourself,
mm-hmm.
if you really blew up on them, if they, you know what I'm saying, like really just say like, why you say that? Why you say this?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you know there's some shit that you probably let slide because white people say a lot of slick shit.
Mm-hmm.
That they don't even probably realize is kind of racist, but you just letting that slide because you just in the moment, you just making friends and all this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I always felt some kind of, I don't know. I never could really just be like close friends. Like I never just had a white friend that was just.
But wouldn't you say, you said it's only because you play sports or whatever, but I mean, it's only some black dudes that I'm cool with. Yeah. And it's probably, I never would have seen them outside of like, you remember that camp we used to go to in like 8th grade, where like all the schools, did you go to that camp?
I probably
went to
like a few camps.
It was like JPD or something. Like I went to Hamilton, you know, Arnold, Cook, everybody went to this one school and played, and like, you know, I got cool with other people that, you know, from different schools who went to obviously different high schools as well, but I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I do have, you know, friends of opposite or out, you know, outside of my race, white friends, Hispanic as well. But I wouldn't say it's necessarily only because of sports. Like, I don't know, maybe it's.
I guess it's different interests for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what me and a white person can really just sit down and be close friends about.
But you, I feel like that's a it's kind of like a contradiction because it's like if you go sit down right now in the barbershop and you don't know the black dude next to you, what you think you gonna talk about?
I can still talk about black issues. I can still talk about black things. Like me personally, the reason why I probably don't hang with a lot of people,
mm-hmm.
just in general, outside of just like with this and things like that, or I have friends that I play the game with.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, I'm really kind of to myself because I do feel like there's a lot of things that can be discussed and talked about. A lot of positive things, business ideas, and you know, things for black people in general. Talking about the real life things that's going on with all this. That They don't care about none of that kind of stuff. They just want to stick. You know, a lot of people just want to stick in their own world, and they don't really understand none of that kind of stuff. So I don't really be feeling like I have anything in common. I don't really be thinking I have anything in common to really talk about, and I just feel like I never really connected. Like it was always like a forced connection. Anytime. Like I've never had a roommate. Like I actually got at all the schools I went to, colleges I went to. I actually never had a white roommate. I don't even know how that would have been. To be honest with you, I don't know how that would have been.
I don't know. I guess
people probably thinking I'm racist. Or some shit. I'm not racist.
You definitely sound racist.
Call it what it is. But
sound racist. But I mean, that's your opinion.
I don't even know how that would have been. It probably would have just been a lot of quiet moments.
But I don't know, bro. I guess it's just like, is it like a forced entry of like, because I'm just picturing like, if I'm in the room, like,
think about your close white friends if you have any.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, think about them. Think about your close white friends if you have any.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they really give a fuck about anything that you really, really deep down care and fight about?
I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. I don't feel like even some of my own family give a fuck about what I think. So
that's
when
a
you
problem.
ask me that, like,
that's a problem.
It is, but I'm just saying.
I would assume that you're not super close with those individuals.
In that same instance, it's just like, I think when it came down to like, let's just say Maurice died and he got ran over by a car or something. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna get like a day on Instagram. It's like, you know, man, Mo was funny, and somebody might repost this video of me laughing.
It's normal though.
After that, it's like everybody back to their regular life.
That's
like,
true. Yeah.
Everybody.
That's
like,
all you can expect though, too. Yeah.
Of course, no. I mean, I'm not asking nobody for nothing, but I'm just saying I know like people. I mean,
it is what it is.
Yeah, it really is what it is. So like,
it is what it is.
They'll give you that shine, and then after that, you know, it'll be, oh my God, Kanye West just said he's about to marry Madonna, and it's like, oh, everybody go over here and, you know, worry about that. But I don't know. What were you about to say about my close white friend? Like, think about what? Think about if I was roommates with him?
No, I'm just saying, if you have any, because we kind of was talking about best, like, close people. Mm-hmm. Like I was saying, I don't come across those conversations, like with white people who say the N-word. Mm-hmm. Things like that, because I don't really hang. I guess I don't really have a whole lot of friends that are white. Just, and I'm not saying you probably don't have tons and tons of friends who are white. A lot of people don't have a lot of friends that are of other color. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't have a close friend that's of other color. We're not talking about anything that's different, and a lot of that is based on where you stay, where you grew up, and things like that as well. But I'm saying, I think you do have white friends. Mm-hmm. If you have any, what I'm saying is I don't think that me developing a relationship, a close relationship with a white person, I believe that it never really happened. Not because I tried not to, we just never really connected, and I never thought that they would really care about anything that I care about. And to be close friends with somebody, I always felt you gotta have that kind of, at least that kind of agreement. Mm-hmm. And so deep down, I feel like I don't know anybody personally who really, really deep down like care. Like some of the white people that we both know. Like they don't agree with a lot of the things that are common sense to us. You know what I'm saying? So, and if they do agree, they disagree in behind closed doors. So, I don't know. That's just what it is, and they may have that same feeling. Some people may have that same feeling.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure somebody does, but yeah, that was just a random topic we had as far as like, you know, white people saying the N-word, and you addressing about it, and it's.
What you gotta say?
It seems. I think I've said what I had to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I've said what I had to say. So I'm not gonna. I mean, if you ask me to deep dive into like a conversation or something, I don't know. our opinions are definitely different, but I think our, I guess, social life or social side is also different. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, once I die, I'm gonna get my 24 hours and my 12 hours. After that, I'm good. I'm good. It don't matter to me. But let's what's another topic we had? Thoughts on the Bitcoin. We already talked about that. I had put down. Oh, I had the Discord on here. Yeah. Who do you think is going to the finals? I know we talked on the NBA. You going you a Lakers fan deep down. I think that's what it is.
LeBron.
LeBron go to the Kings. You a Kings fan?
Hmm?
If he just somehow goes to the Kings, like
Yeah.
you riding for LeBron no matter what.
Of course. Who not? Unless you hate him.
Is it hating though? If you just don't feel like you just don't.
People be hating for.
Is that what it really is?
People don't be having real reasons to
People can't have
find them
opinions.
reasons. A
What
lot
do
of
they
people
say,
hate.
Steph?
A lot of people hate on things that, you know. We can talk about Tim Tebow.
Now, you want to talk about all this. How do you feel about Tim Tebow's situation? For people who don't know, Tim Tebow just got signed at the age of. I mean, let me make sure I'm right, because I want to make sure I'm right. I don't want to give this man no extra years.
Tim Tebow, tight end.
Tim
Has not
Tebow.
played football for over 7 years.
33 as well.
Started as a quarterback, played about 12 games. Bounced around with about 2-3 NFL teams. Nobody wanted him. After a few years, he decides to play baseball. And now he's coming back to football to play a position he's never played.
At the age of 33.
And he got a job.
But yet, we've had, in my personal opinion, so I'm going to sound, and I'm about to go way back. Yeah, my boy Vince Young's been at home in Texas, you know. We never gave him a call.
Vince Young.
Never gave him a call, bro. I'm sorry, man.
I thought you were going to say Colin Kaepernick. Nigga. Vince Young.
Even Colin Kaepernick, but
Vince Young had
Vince
issues,
Young got
man.
Man,
Vince Young had issues.
Bro, what?
He's a legend in Houston as far as his
but
football.
how could you say all this? How could you say he has issues? He has no more issues than any other player.
Vince
in the
Young has
NFL.
some Vince Young has some issues, man.
Donovan.
Vince Young has some real issues while he down in the league. He got messed over in Tennessee. He definitely got messed over in Tennessee because he was balling. His coach didn't like him. Right? Jeff Fisher didn't like him. Let's just call it what it is. He ain't had that connection
Okay.
for whatever reason.
Okay. It's how many other teams never got the shot.
Yeah, but you ain't talking about today. You just talking about what happened back
I'm
then.
just talking about, and I'm just saying how.
Because we know he can't play today, right? Like,
You know he okay. Well,
Kaepernick
my
can
bad.
play
I did
today.
say that. I did. Kaepernick can play. Let me say Kaepernick then. You're right. Let me shut up.
We
No,
can
I'm
name a
just-
lot
I'm
of
just
different
talking
people
about
as
this,
well.
yeah.
But we know every time a quarterback gets signed,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a quarterback who just got signed as a different position, we going to look at Kaepernick because we going to be like, but you didn't sign him. And what they would always say is well, Kaepernick is going to bring the media.
Tim Tebow does the same thing.
I just want to see what Tim Tebow gonna bring because they showed been. We were talking that the news, the sports news was talking about Tim Tebow for weeks before he even got signed. He just got signed with the Jaguars. They was already talking about the story for weeks before. Talk about media attention.
I think that's crazy, bro.
But Kaepernick still to this day,
At home.
guarantee you he's still a top 64 quarterback in the league, which means he's at least a backup on every team.
At the very least. Yeah, you're right.
You can sign this man for $2 million. You gonna deal with a little media. I don't think that's negative.
Are you though?
First of all, is that negative?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why people?
Are people gonna turn off their TVs when Kaepernick? Are you gonna lose money?
Exactly. Think about it.
And if you do you really give a like? Who cares about them? Who really gonna turn their TV off because Kaepernick is on the sideline?
If anything,
Or Kaepernick is playing football? Like,
you gonna make more money.
if anything,
You gonna have more views or people tuned in or
exactly.
somebody trying to.
You gonna
come
have
to the
so
game.
many. You gonna have so many black people who don't even watch football. Watching football as soon as you sign Kaepernick.
Come on, bro, because we all know what happened.
You gonna make money off of this man's back anyway. You already doing it on NFL players. Like,
Why is he out on, bro?
come on, man. You think NFL players getting that wholesale what they selling on them jerseys? You really think if you pay $100 for a jersey that Ezekiel Elliott is getting $100 for that jersey you just paid? It don't work like that. Yeah, they getting some bread, but it don't. The NFL is getting if Dak Prescott signs $140 million contract, how much money you think? 160, whatever it was. How much money you think the NFL players? How much money you think Jerry got? Man?
Let's just say Jerry. Let's call it what it is. How much money Jerry got? The ultimate.
If the commissioner gets paid $30-40 million a year, how much money you think the owners getting?
That's what I'm saying, boys. But look, that's why. That's why you gotta be smart, bro.
They just gonna keep this cap. They just gonna keep the fact that we just living through this. They just gonna keep Kaepernick out this league.
But we've seen that with.
Come on, black men, black people. This is the power they got, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Don't make it about race, don't make it about race. I don't know. I don't know how not to make it about race, bro. I really don't, because you can't tell me if it was 30 black owners.
But the thing is,
that they would block white people from becoming owners. First of all, it would never even get to a point where there was 30 black owners. I'm just saying, like.
But the fact that
why is it
sounds
so
like
hard?
a stretch. Like, why does that sound like a stretch? The fact that
because there's only 32 teams. I'm just like, if there were.
I'm just saying, like, why does it sound like a stretch to have black owners? Like, why that sound like a Mount Everest that we'll never even get over? Like, we seriously sitting there. I'm 30. I mean, we've never seen it. Like,
I get it. Ain't nobody gonna get a team away. I get that. But there's been teams that have been up for sale.
Yeah.
Where black people have tried to purchase.
You think somebody waiting for the ultimate price tag? But then at that point, it's like, you already making money. And I'm sure once they sell it anyways, it's still going to be some type of majority shareholder type stuff. So even though the team is sold, the owner's still going to be a majority shareholder. I'm telling you, that's how the next deal going to go down. Whether it's black or whatever, it's going to be 50% here or whatever, and this homeboy, and then they gonna split it between these three homeboys over here, and they got because that's exactly how it is with the team Jay-Z owns. I mean, Aaron Rodgers getting in the mix. I heard my dad told me Shaq was trying to get somebody. Shaq was on the team. I can't remember who it was, but I remember that. What's some relationship talk we got for the people today? What can we talk about relationship wise? What's coming up? We got Father's Day coming up, man. Anything we could tie into, I guess, a relationship? Maybe father. We're not fathers, so I guess. I mean, I'm not a father.
You think people listen to relationship advice?
I think people hear it, but in the back of their mind, they still go off of this dumb stuff they see on all the shows and all these other couples on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. That's what people base their lives off of. 100%. That's why people don't have an opinion for themselves. Is why they can't. I personally feel like people don't have like, if you truly ask, like, people don't really do anything for themselves. It's all just based off of like what they said. Like, oh, I got this bottle because Rick Ross was promoting this bottle. Like, you didn't get the bottle because you just like the design. Like, it's all off of stuff like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Marketing rules the world, bro. We know that.
Yeah.
Marketing rules the world. Like, everything we do is all based off of marketing. So,
In today's world,
for sure. But do I think people actually listen to relationship advice?
so you're saying if you're famous, they listen. If you're famous, they listen.
For some odd reason. Just because you have more
If you're
people
popular,
looking.
if you have a lot of views, if you have a lot of listeners, they listen. Let's just be honest. Not a negative knock against Gary Vee, but if Gary Vee says something, people gonna listen. Right or wrong.
That black
That's the
dude,
good and the bad
Karen
about
Samuels. This girl's calling into him.
That's the good and bad about the popularity.
They're volunteering
Is
calling in.
a lot of this stuff is not, everything's not about facts. It's just about, well, I did this, I did this and it worked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it may be. But popularity does mean it does. It does. So I do get that. A lot of people do make their decisions based on who's saying it. They make their beliefs on who's saying it. I think there's a lot of common sense. I think there's a lot of common sense in decisions. There's a lot of things that you can get from common sense. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you got to go to the Kevin Samuels of the world, so be it. But common sense. To be honest with you, a lot of that stuff is common sense. I'm not gonna lie. He can say it like he says it, and he gonna get those reactions. It's gonna get popular. He's a smart person. That's good marketing, as you would say. That's a good business, the good industry to get in, because he gonna hit some pain points in a lot of people. Because there's a lot of people in the world who dealing with a lot of shit. Everybody got relationship issues. Everybody. Men, women, everybody got relationship issues. So he's in a good ass industry. I understand what he's doing. But at the same time, y'all better be smart and use your common sense. Because everything he's saying at the moment really is common sense. If you a 300-pound woman and you 5'5" and you making $15,000 a year, of course you're not gonna be super attractive to somebody.
Well, you're not gonna get a ball player.
Or flip it around if that's a man.
Yeah.
Same. Duh. Like some of the stuff he's saying is if you 33 years old and you a woman and you got 2 kids, are you gonna be top of the totem pole of men? He gonna say it in a rude way. He gonna curse you. Probably he gonna say things. He had a nice suit, clean cut. People listen to him. He got a good audience. But let's not get it twisted. That's common sense. I ain't seen nothing that was groundbreaking. That dude said like.
that made you think like, man, he really must have been through it.
You the next Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, a lot of that stuff is common sense, y'all. This ain't true like research that you got that this dude is really putting in. You know what I'm saying? He's giving his honest opinions on your statuses. But I think a lot of people just got to use their common sense. I'm gonna keep saying it, man. When it comes to these relationships and stuff like that, to be honest with you, it starts with yourself always. If you're gonna take anything from Kevin Samuels, better your damn self before you expect anything from anybody else.
That's usually what he reverses.
I mean,
that's a good fallback. Yeah,
better yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself feel good, no matter what you make, who you are, how you look, anything like that. If you don't feel good to yourself, don't expect it from anybody else.
He just says it in a different, harsh way.
Yeah.
And he might be like, well, you 200 pounds. He ultimately telling you that, if you want a guy that's fit, in shape, 6-pack, and, Morris chest, ladies, you on the whole rant or whatever. Like,
do you believe that there's a meaning, like, do you believe that there is a, like, looks attract looks in a way, like, money attracts looks or something like in some kind of way? Like, does he have a point, I guess?
It's tough because I think a point he goes back to as well is men don't marry up, pretty much, or women don't. Like a broke nigga can never get with a rich woman. Like, let's just call it
Usually
what it
not.
is. And I mean, usually, I'm not saying in every case for the ladies out here who gonna
sometimes you
me or
can
whatever.
though. You can slide your way into some.
No, maybe, yeah, you can, but it's like then in that case you got the unicorn. You know what I'm saying? Then people like, man, you hit a gold mine or whatever. But in some other cases, let's just be honest. Sometimes it's guys that make a lot of money and they get a chick that's 9 times out of 10. She's not, like LeBron James' wife. I'm your favorite player. I'm just saying, if she wasn't with him then,
Savannah.
there's no shot. There's no shot.
Since I think high school.
Exactly.
Think since
Unless
high
it's
school.
that, there's no shot.
Think
There's
so.
no shot. There's no thing. There's no
So
shot.
you trying to say if LeBron hit the league and Savannah went around, Savannah wouldn't have made it. Savannah wouldn't have caught his eye at the club. You trying to say Savannah wouldn't have caught that sparkle?
Donovan.
Savannah bad now. I get it would have been too many fishes.
I'm
would've
just
been too
saying.
many.
Exactly.
It would've been
I'm
too
just
many.
saying, and I'm like, I'm not being rude to her at all, and they're beautiful things. I'm just, and she may have even said, look, think about this. She may have
So you
got one of
said,
a football player or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know, bro. You really don't.
oh man.
And in that instance, like I said,
So Savannah wouldn't have had a chance if LeBron would have just, as soon as graduation day, as soon as he walked the stage,
as soon as he hit that last picture, you know, the boy was like,
he wouldn't even recognize Savannah. God
man,
damn.
what? Come on, bro. Think about it. There's no way, and there's no
Savannah, the
disrespect.
first lady of the league, man.
She is, yeah, now she
don't
is.
even really speak though. That's what's funny about Savannah is she
Right.
really low key. She's really
a
not.
low-key female. Yeah.
She's not an Instagram fiend.
Mhm.
I guess I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but you know, she's not all over the social media that much.
Nope. And that's why LeBron got her. That's why LeBron.
That's
got
what men say. I be thinking that shit too. I be like, yeah, he
That's
got
why
him. He
LeBron
got
got
one.
her.
Like,
Cause he.
So
got
you
one,
saying,
bro.
like,
He
okay.
not worried about all it.
so what if you got a woman who's high social media and whatever reason, it could be business related, it could be because she a creator, she making money, whatever it may be. Deep down, do men want that? I'm talking about the ones who own there with their bodies and they business is showing off their attributes in a way. You see a lot of that on TikTok. All the little TikTok videos of women, for the most part, for some reason, they have clothes. They like, I don't know if you got on TikTok. I've been on TikTok for about a month.
Mm-hmm.
All the women, for the most part, because you know TikTok is like a lot of you like got voiceovers and shit like that, and you just doing something real quick. It's all about, but they all like half naked and shit like that. And a lot of these women, they wives got, you know, husbands and all this kind of stuff. But that's they creation. That's what they do. They getting popularity off of this, whatever it may be. Some NBA wives are like that. May not be TikTok related. It may just be.
So you saying,
Do men like active women on social media?
if there's truly a difference between, well, I was gonna say work and personal, but you said they work is showing off their body, so I think it's tough, bro. You have to be a person that can accept that, you know? You have to be somebody that's...
I think it's safe to say LeBron's a happy man that he doesn't have to deal with it. Because no man wants to be in a situation where they gotta be like, damn, why she gotta
Savannah has, bro, like you said, never been in the headlines. I ain't never heard nothing about. I barely even seen pictures of her. I don't even really know what she like looked like. I made that statement just based off of.
May see her in a couple of his photos.
But even then, LeBron not doing no off the wall, shirt off.
He active
shit.
though. He more active.
He's active, but
definitely
he's active,
yeah.
but it's still appropriate. It's like business.
For the most
We
part.
know LeBron, you know.
Yeah.
But other than that, they not on that other stuff. And I think when you have a relationship like that, it makes it easier.
Now-
and I think LeBron
Are they just smart the way they do things where it's like we already had this discussion?
And that's another thing. She's been with him since LeBron had ESPN at his
He was
high
on the
school.
cover. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
You know what I'm saying? So
on
like
the
she
cover.
had already been through the like, oh my God, you know, running
Which
out the
during
grocery
this time,
store,
social
like-
media wasn't around.
True.
So they was able to get. They actually was kind of already grown up
True.
adults when social media came.
But even in the same aspect, social media wasn't around. But LeBron James, being the stature of player that he is, it was the LeBron, can we get 5 minutes? Like he walking out of HEB or something like, Kroger or whatever he coming out of, and they like, LeBron, just 5 minutes, like.
Ain't it crazy? So we just was talking about how, we ain't speaking on negatively into their relationship, but we just saying if LeBron if high school sweetheart probably wouldn't have made it. If they wasn't together, if he would have signed, once he hit the league, he probably would have been a whole, he probably would have been doing a lot of things. Ain't it crazy though that those scandals? The fact that I'm saying it's crazy though too, because that's usually the shit that we hear.
But he got a strong woman.
He ain't got no scandals come up.
This is what happened.
He ain't slipped up, and ain't like she traveling with this dude everywhere he go. That's not for what? That's not that nope. Man. She got her own thing. Like nothing.
They have trust.
It's like, is LeBron the leader? Is he like one of the big leaders of not just sports but black men?
Black athletes? Okay, I see what you're saying. That's true. With his woman, faithful,
I'm just saying.
We know, yeah.
Like, is there to the point where, if you have like a role model, not just an athlete, but just a role model for, would you put him? Because it's hard to name a role model nowadays. You fuck around, name somebody your role model. Dude got a whole lot of skeletons. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting to. Like, you never know who. You can't really put a role model on kids nowadays.
True.
But can LeBron be? Is he a role model? Legit role model?
In this aspect, bro, yeah, he's done it. He's done it, I would say, the cleanest. Now, if it comes out when we get older, LeBron was doing his dirt, he fooled us. That's all we can say.
Who would you say a great female role model is today?
We
could say athletes.
As far as athletes,
that you would be safe, you feel comfortable.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, bro, I don't know that many black female athletes like that.
I like Serena.
That's literally the only person I'm thinking of, but I'm like, who else? Like, I can't.
The funny thing is, you don't really know. They don't talk. Women
don't
really get into the media as much. I feel like they don't get as much coverage. You don't really know much. I can't tell you about her much outside of just the court.
Yeah.
To be honest, dude, you know what?
I can't even think.
I don't know if Serena really got into much politics talk. Until the sticky conversations.
Yeah. But see, it takes stuff like this new age. It don't come out until now. You know what I mean? Like, who would have thought we would have still be seeing this stuff? Oh, go ahead.
This thing about us?
Yeah. Go ahead. Who's this?
What time we got?
It's on 51. Alright. Why can't I find the podcast on YouTube, bro? Like, what the fuck?
We got 15 minutes. We got to end us off on the strong before we get back on.
For real, yeah, we just rambled, but it's all good. Yeah, let me. We still on live on YouTube, but it's just recorded just to. Nah. It says, but see, it says 0 on here, but I'm actually watching it right now.
Oh, they gonna show yourself watching
Well, I'm on like my YouTube account. Let's see what else we got. That's a good episode. Want to do some black business, some look up some companies, or see what's going on in the world.
We can talk about Kwame Brown. You ain't gonna listen to
Oh, bro, let's go.
You video to comment?
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can. So, okay, yeah, let's talk about it.
It's a lot though, cause he's talking a lot.
Yeah.
So he talking about a lot of shit though. But what we?
Okay. How did it start? Do you know how it started? Cause
he on different shit now. Like I'm looking at something now. 12 hours ago,
okay,
he was calling out Roy Hibbert. Like, so it's different stuff, but. So it's almost like, okay, so what's like the main question? Like, how do we, as far as the whole, because he's attacking a lot of, he's basically firing back. Essentially, he's firing back at the way people critiqued his business. I mean, his
name,
his career,
his name,
his
okay.
NBA career.
Okay.
As a number 1 pick out of high school, didn't do as good.
Okay.
We back on yet? I was just gonna say, what's the?
In 3, 2, 1. We are. So he got drafted out of high school.
Kwame Brown.
Okay. And he feels like the media is slandering or slandered, I guess you could say, his name in some type of ways. But I'm also hearing it started with him versus, what was him and Matt Barnes situation? I saw them two about to fight. That's how I first got onto it.
I don't even know if it's really fighting. It's just the reason Kwame Brown is really just going back at everybody. Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes. We just hearing about Roy Hibbert. It's all basically him just going at people who was putting his name in their mouth.
Right.
And he usually been quiet, but all of a sudden, since a couple weeks ago, Kwame coming back, and he done gained, I think over a day he had gained like 50,000 followers.
Yeah. Just
off of him attacking, clapping back at Steven Jackson and them off of All the Smoke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, they come back. Matt Barnes comes back with the, it's good to see that you getting your fame up and all this kind of stuff and all that. But it seemed like a lot of people agreeing with Kwame.
Well, and we reading on SB Nation, it's saying that it all started because Kwame Brown was on a podcast called the All Smoke Podcast, and it actually says in Kwame Brown talking about how he was drafted and being drafted by Michael Jordan, and as a rookie they were kind of bullying him and stuff like that, but he sucked it up, no doubt. Gilbert Arenas came around and called him a man-child as well as a show pony.
Yeah, Gilbert Arenas went on the show.
Yeah.
Kwame Brown went on the show. Gilbert Arenas went on the show.
Yeah, my bad. And called him a man-child and a show pony. Now, as you can see with how Kwame Brown has responded, he's not, he wants to smoke, but also, like, bro, how you gonna call this grown man a man-child, bro?
He went at Stephen A. Smith as well, because Stephen A. Smith been critical over the years on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now the question for me is why is he?
I see what you're saying.
My question is because if y'all haven't seen a lot of Kwame Brown's videos, because he's starting to understand what getting on social media and being active and what it can do, right? Yeah. Like, motherfucker get 50,000 followers over a post of one motherfucking video. You're gonna post more videos. That's success, people. Ding ding.
Yeah.
That's why you don't overthink shit. You just do it.
Yeah.
Because that same doing is gonna cause you to do more. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, at the same time, don't let people not liking your shit discourage you from posting more.
Right.
But he's about to, you know, he's been going at it for weeks now.
Yeah.
Like every day he going hard. So, but shit, why is he so angry though? Because people giving their opinions on him.
They're giving their opinions, but I did not know Steven Jackson was clowning on Brown, mockingly saying that he was the best number 1 pick of all time, then immediately laughing at his own statement. When you saying this type of stuff on live TV, this man look like he got kids. Like, I mean, it can be a little inappropriate.
Kwame Brown says you messing up my name.
I mean, like,
I guess what Kwame Brown's saying is because I'm not in the media, because I'm not portraying myself to be the best number 1 pick ever, because I'm not doing all this, why are you bringing my name in your mouth? That's what you're saying?
Well, not to mention, well, that as well as this man ain't even been in the league. We talking about 2013, bro.
To be honest,
To be completely
Kwame, send them boys a check. Send them boys a check. Well, nobody care about your ass.
I mean, yeah.
Well, nobody
That's
cares.
what I'm saying, like, bro.
Anything that you doing positive that you talking about, he's talking about he helping and all this, it's only gonna get further influence. It's only gonna get better now.
Put your Robin Hood up. I mean, cash out whatever for
Yeah.
that. You're giving away backpacks and stuff.
Because
man.
although you probably made a little money in the league a decade, 2 decades ago, whatever years it was ago.
Yeah.
Like I said, he got more followers now. He getting more. Apparently, he knew how to talk. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers didn't know how Kwame spoke. I don't even remember Kwame talking in the league.
This is all a surprise.
This is all big
This
news.
is a surprise,
Nigga,
bro.
like
You
you
need to
should
take
be.
this. You need to take this. Yeah.
Because all the positive things he said, because he got a couple videos out, he's saying his name is you know, he doing all the things anybody would do in his position. Don't let your name get smeared all these years and all that kind of stuff. If it's really not true, if you really got something to say, whatever it may be, speak your truth. But I'll be applauding. I'll be sending them boys like, hey, here go 1,000.
No.
Because y'all helping me.
Yeah.
Because won't nobody care about you, Kwame.
That's just the truth.
That's
That's just the truth.
nobody care.
That's just the truth.
So, and he should, because I think they extended the invite for him to go on the All the Smoke show. Matt Barnes did. Take that invite, because Kwame said, y'all didn't even invite me. I get that. Y'all talking all this stuff. Y'all didn't even extend the invite. I get that.
Yep.
Invite that man on the show. Let him
speak.
speak.
Bro, you talking about
Now
the
they
man.
sent the invite. Now let's see. Which is smart on All the Smoke. And
Yeah.
let me
Right.
get this up. Let me get this
Yeah,
man on.
like,
You
you
know what I'm
better
saying?
say it.
He
You
good for the
better say
business now.
You better say that. Yeah.
Because now All the Smoke name. Now we smash All the Smoke, All the Smoke, all this stuff. You know, it's good. All good advertising, good promotion. You know how that work.
Yeah. All marketing, bro. Yes, sir.
Hey, now hopefully it don't get violent. I don't think it's gonna get violent. Boys ain't about to be
Y'all too old. Y'all too old.
too old. What y'all even fighting about?
Just do the podcast, get it over.
Then it's
with.
like, what y'all even fighting about at the end of the day?
Yeah. And you talking about somebody getting cheated on and hopping the gate and all this other stuff, and
They getting dirty with it too, throwing everybody business
Bro,
out. That's the only thing I don't respect about Kwame right now.
yeah, nah,
He throwing a lot of shit out.
yeah,
He throwing a lot out, and I get, you know what I'm saying, that if them boys was saying anything personal off the court, they wrong too.
yeah.
Because I don't understand how that's even in the picture. That's not how you know he got on Charlemagne. You heard about that?
Yeah.
He got on Charlemagne.
Yeah.
He said Charlemagne, you know, Charlemagne was talking about stuff that wasn't even public.
We got the video.
Yeah, don't buy no jersey. Buying a jersey don't help me do nothing. You want to help me be my kids, you need to go ahead and buy something like that link or hit that cash app. Kwame H. Brown. Capital everything. Kwame, capital K, capital H, capital Brown. Money say I ain't going to front. But they going to be on my good. But that's okay. Right on me. Nah, it ain't gonna be no trailer fight club, no sir. That's them people put the police on me. They been saying I'm all day, and I don't know what I'm doing joking like they told me. I'm not going within 300 feet of Matt Barnes or Jack. No sir. Will not be happening. Won't get me like that, Charlemagne. How the hell a goddamn gonna talk tell on me or just told on me?
Wait.
When are you women gonna get up there and kick?
Wait. This like the second time I done heard this. Charlemagne got caught on a rape charge or something, bro?
Oh yeah, big time. And don't think that them motherfuckers mad he said that. Because there's a lot of people who not in the media like that. Everybody don't know Charlemagne like that and look up his history and all that. A lot of people just got on Charlemagne, don't even know nothing about that. But best believe when they heard Kwame, just like what you gonna do after this, you gonna type that shit in, get on that wiki, and you gonna look up that motherfucking rape charge.
Bro.
Charlemagne definitely had an issue with a 15-year-old.
As a grown man, or like he was 18?
He was 21. There was a party thrown at his house. He says he left. Some dudes went in the room with a girl. Things happened. Mm-hmm. She's saying that the dudes said that his name was Charlemagne. Oh yeah, this is the case. This is big. Yeah, Kwame talking this shit. Y'all better keep that man's name out your mouth, or he bring.
Oh, man,
he said he got murdered.
Bow, bow, bow.
Oh yeah. And to be honest with you on that, I think Charlemagne probably stepped too far. If he put that man business about his pops and all that stuff, and his brother and all that stuff, yeah, nobody knew about that. And you throwing that, yeah, let's come on now. Come on, Charlemagne. You doing too much for clout, man.
Like, bro,
you doing too much for clout, man. You already got it.
You already got a show. You got $1 million deal, whatever.
You already got it.
What's the point?
Ain't no need to reach no more. You really don't have to reach when you got it now.
He don't even. He
you
really
do know
even have to respond.
If a motherfucker trying to drop an album, I'm hitting you up now. Because I want to get on your show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even got to reach, man. Mm-hmm. Like, if that story really wasn't out, where did you even just come out with that from?
Yeah.
You really, like...
But he said his brother was in prison or something. Like, what could you say, bro? Like, his brother did a crime or whatever. He was in prison. Why you even bring that up?
It's the entertainment industry.
Man, bro.
The entertainment industry. Joe Budden. Did we talk about Joe Budden? Joe Budden, all these entertainers, man. These boys,
all these entertainers,
these boys in these news, man. Entertainment, man. Joe Budden firing his crew on live fucking radio and.
But you know what? I'm with my boy. What's his name? Rory. Joe Budden acting like these people all listen to their show because of him. And truth be told, that's not the case. The people that come to that show and fuck with them as a show, bro. If that was the case, like Rory said, and obviously like we know, we not talking about like Drake got on our show and then we like, man, Drake, like nigga, we been on. Like, nigga, no, we what? Like, Drake came on, people started listening to the show. If it was that case, that's different. They all, like, as a group, have gotten people to listen to them off of their content of whatever they've been talking about. And they fuck with them.
Is there levels to it? Are there levels to it?
I think it's levels, but like, bro, you trying to big dog and fire people live on an episode? Like, bro,
so you don't, okay. So that's I think so. What do you don't? But do you agree with Joe Budden's viewpoint on? Because I think what Joe Budden's saying is don't have your people try to. All right, okay, so first is it Joe Budden's right? Joe Budden's right to not let his crew know all the details of what the show is doing when people start asking for it. Because his point was, what I heard on the show is his whole viewpoint was I told them, you know, and he's talking about Roy and Mel, and right, Roy and Mel. I told them that they need to be organized with this shit when we first got started. They need to have a people, this organization, you know, all this. They didn't do it. Now all of a sudden they trying to get all this stuff after everything that blew up. You got your people asking for all these things, and Joe Budden saying, nah. You don't get to know. You don't get to look into all this,
like the back,
all this kind of stuff,
backlogs and stuff. Yeah.
Or he felt some type of way about it. Or something. You know, that's kind of what it was. Should he feel? You know, should he just give that information? Like, is he being salty about it? Is he being right? What do the other two individuals on the show bring to the show?
Okay. From what the other guys are saying, they have an agreement as far as like on paper and stuff on what, you know, ownership is and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I guess maybe it just so happens that Joe has the main access, if you will, to the information. But according to everything else, they all, like, it's an actual show that they have on paper that it's Joe Budden, it's Rory and Mal, and, you know, he signed the LLC just like we signed it. So I guess where I'm confused is like, bro, we've had a disagreement. We talked off. Like, you don't fire a nigga on an episode. Like, bro, is it that heated that you just like, all right, we'll leave right now?
He wrong for that.
Like, you could just be like, hey, yo, cut the cameras, bro. Like, we've seen plenty of arguments on camera, if you will. Birdman going to the Breakfast Club, or like I said, even this show. I mean, plenty of other shows online where people have a disagreement, and you don't, even if you the boss or whatever, like, that's like the Kevin Hart situation when he told his homeboy, you wouldn't be here without me or something. What he told him? Remember the trainer dude when they was.
He said that he said if all this stopped. If all this,
okay,
y'all know how Kevin talk, man.
Yeah, like,
if all this stopped, he drunk too. If all this stopped, so you saying if all this stopped, you will be able. If all this just stopped, that you will be able to just do and be as famous and as popular and make the money you will be making right now. If all this just on live on the show,
but
this wasn't live. Mm-hmm. They released that. He chose to still release that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's on Netflix, bro. That's on Netflix.
You think the trainer wanted that out? Remember I asked you that? You think the trainer wanted that out? Nah. He didn't want that out. That's embarrassing.
But Kevin know what's up, and he know that the views gonna come.
That relationship, I guarantee you, that relationship never was the same. But
never the same.
Yeah,
never the same.
It's not easy to go into business with friends.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
It's not, but at the same time, bro, everybody human, and if you got a disagreement, like Joe, I'm sure you didn't been upset with a label, a radio host or whatever. Like, it's a certain way to handle a situation, bro. Even when you at work, it's a certain way to handle a situation. Now, when you just done and you like, man, I already got my job lined up. These people just asked me some crazy stuff. I'm about to just walk out and quit or something. Like, that could be the case, but it's a certain way to handle the situation. Mm-hmm. And like I said, not to mention Joe Budden acting like he had people at his concerts waiting. Bro, come on, let's be honest. We all know about Joe Budden's rap career. His podcast career has been bigger than his rap career. Hands down. Hands down.
Now hold on. Now you getting personal.
Hands down.
You getting personal
with
this. Okay. So here's more detail as far as just going off of now what's going on. Mm-hmm. So Joe Budden on the show, he said, "I'm gonna come clean," explaining why he took a quick vacation in Los Angeles. This was like April. I thought that I would get some firm answers behind the scenes from emails that have been transpiring between attorneys and just different people. Mm-hmm. He then called out the two for a myriad of transgressions, including failure to secure advertisement deals for the podcast, their request for equity in the show, and audits they wanted to conduct in order to properly assess Budden's finances. Repeat. Okay. He then called out the two for a myriad of transgressions, including their failure to secure advertisement deals for the podcast, Their requests for equity in the show and audits they wanted to conduct in order to properly assess Budden's finances. It's a lot. You niggas, this is a quote now, you niggas ain't brought shit, he snaps, and got the nerve to have y'all representation that ain't been around in 6 years hit Budden's manager, Iron's phone, about something. I won't say what I want to say, but y'all will not continue to treat me this way. He continued, we going to do this since Rory thinks he has so many options here. He is power. He flexing. So he is flexing. Budden flexing right now. He somehow feels like he's still running the show. He still feels like he has choices and options. He feels like he's entitled to more. Rory, you are in breach of your contract, and from this point forward, you are fired and you're not welcome back.
What?
Oh, man. And business is good over here. Creative is good over here. The staff is good over here. The network is good over here. The sponsors are good over here. He snaps. You niggas can audit. You niggas can sue. You will lose. We sit here and talk about respect. When are we going to talk about you niggas having the same lawyer? Your lawyer has all these problems with the current contract. It's the same lawyer that made the contract. I don't play lawyer games, and I don't do well when people try to take advantage of me. Your reaction? It sounds like you got a lot. Does he have a point to be mad first? Does he have a point to be mad if that's what was going on? They weren't on the show for a few weeks. Rory and Mel, they was a little disappointed. Apparently, this is also what was going behind the scenes. They was trying to get the numbers right. They trying to figure out how much he making. And all this kind of stuff. Joe Budden feels like Joe Budden feels like they don't bring much to the show.
Joe, how could you make that assumption when it's a 3-person show? And when y'all go to your stats, you're looking at stats based off of I forgot the name of their podcast show. You're not looking at views that say we're with Joe Budden, we're with Rory, and we're with Mal.
Okay.
And we talking about, like I said,
can we make this a real life situation?
Go ahead, bro.
This show happened how long ago?
This show's been a podcast, bro.
Okay, been a podcast, right? Joe Budden rap career great, Lil Wayne career, or just Joe Budden career. Either way, he had a fan base, right? He had a following. People knew his name. You know Joe Budden's name, right? If Joe Budden, or the comparison of Joe Budden was to Joy Men Are Men, whatever his status was that year, because he's more popular now than he was then. I agree. But Joe Budden was to join our show, or a similar person of Joe Budden. And then 5 years later, our show is obviously going to take off and it becomes whatever Joe Budden show is. Are you trying to say that we should demand equal pay?
Here's the thing. They said they're not asking. They didn't even demand the equal pay. They just asking to see the pay. So at this point, they hadn't even got to the point of asking, well, hey, Joe, you getting 75 and we getting 15.
But you did say you disagree with him saying,
I disagree.
Y'all don't bring anything to the table.
I disagree with that, bro. I disagree with that. Now, did he have a following? I get what you're saying. That's true. He had a rap career. He had people that knew of his name. Yes. But we've seen podcasts where, Earn Your Leisure, Wall Street Trapper, what's the dude you listen to? You told me his name last episode. I can't think of him.
I listen to a few, to be honest. But I get what you're saying. There's a lot of podcasts that are popular.
Gary V.
Now you're naming. There are the top ones, right? Joe Budden is one of the few that are actually making money.
True. Okay. Earn Your Leisure. Two brothers that came together just like us that started with no viewers, bro.
But now we're talking money. Joe Budden is making money. Millions, right? He's making that kind of money. What he sounds like he's saying is like, look, dudes, I'm not going to say that if y'all were to go and have y'all's own Rory and Mel's show, that y'all won't be, you won't have followers. But let's be real. I am the main attraction, is what he's saying. And
if that's how he's thinking about it, bro.
But it sounds like he's saying. But he did say what advertisers did y'all close? That's what he said on his because he voiced his opinion. Mm-hmm. So what if the truth is no Mo? What if the truth is so he joins the show. He comes in 5 years later. Our show is big, but over these 5 years, deep down, he did all the work as far as he had the advertisement. Mm-hmm. He had it was clear he's the main person who got the money that was made. What if that's true in this case too? He don't have now. I'm not saying he was right for firing them, but the truth is, if it wouldn't have gotten public like this, and the show would have just ended, and it was because of that. And we just would have found it out afterwards. Mm-hmm. I really don't think anybody would even say Joe Budden was wrong. I think they would just say, you know what? That was a business that grew. Joe Budden realized that he was the only one growing, that he was the one doing it. They wanted another piece of the pie. He made a decision that it wasn't worth it.
If they came in first episode, let's just say, and it was like, yo, don't worry about nothing. I got marketing. I got this. I got that. I just need y'all to be on the show. It's a reason why those two other guests are on the show. If that's the case, it would have just been Joe Budden.
But it is called the Joe Budden Show. It's not called the Joe Budden Show with two other people.
But here's the thing. I'm going to fuck you up. The dude from, the DJ from in LA, ball dude, old school dude, it's his show. He has two other people there. He respects his other because he knows. Yeah, I'm me. I can't think of his name. I really hate when I do this.
No, Joe. No,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, go ahead, look him up. But I get what you're saying. Joe Budden didn't handle it, and Kevin Hart said this. You know, I'm
same thing.
Kevin Hart said this. No, Kevin Hart actually disagreed with the way Joe Budden handled it.
But low key did the same thing. Shut the fuck up, Kevin.
You talk about role models, right? And the reason why I always bring this criticism up with Kevin Hart because he wants to be. He wants to be a role model so bad. Just watch Kevin Hart. He really wants to be somebody that you look up to so bad. But you got so much shit going on in your own personal life, you got to get your stuff together, man. Because apparently you got issues. And I'm not too really sure how his friends feel about him. Mm-hmm. Because if you listen, because the thing I like about him is he puts all his stuff out there. Like his show with his friends and all that. Mm-hmm. You'll hear some things that's like, I don't know how deep down his friends were, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like there was one time like he gave them gifts and he bought them like old school cars and they was talking about it. And I'm like, deep down, I don't think if I was a millionaire, I would have bought that stupid shit either. Like, if you know that your friends got to put thousands and thousands of dollars into a gift that you bought them.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you give them that gift?
At the same time, Kevin being Kevin though, it's probably
an investment.
It's an investment.
It's an investment. And they did start a show off of it and all this. And I get all that.
Yeah.
But I still, you know what I'm saying? But but he wants to be a role model so bad. But he said I think everybody agrees, Joe Budden, you don't go about that like that.
Yeah.
Because you know what he did? Now, them two niggas, them two dudes, can't go start a show. And they gonna be popular as shit.
Exactly. Matter of fact, I swear to God, I think they did.
They did?
I swear to
my God.
Look.
Oh my God.
It's just these two right here. Hold on, that's Roy.
No, and they on their show though.
But they on Downstar Inc. This is I think
type in them and see it. They may fuck around and have a whole channel.
Bro, I'm telling you. There you go. Let's see. Bro, Downstar Inc.
I think they just had an interview, bro. I'm telling you, if they smart, they would though. They famous. They out there now.
And let's try to get to it quick, because I do want this to be straight to the point.
Yeah. They set the story straight.
Yeah, they just releasing they input. They get their voice out.
Okay, Downstar is someone else. Okay.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. All he did was get them dudes
And let's try to get to it.
He gave them no momentum.
He gave them the momentum.
Now I don't know if they're gonna do this, but I'll take that momentum.
I would.
You already was doing the talk show stuff. You might as well.
You know what it takes.
And they on this nigga's show. They on these dudes' platform.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would have went on that platform, launched my own shit, and addressed it again. Like I would have just, you know what I'm saying? That's what people do.
Yeah.
He gave you all that momentum, but Joe Budden, Yeah, he probably shouldn't have went about it like that.
Saying,
But
he could have went about it a different way.
He
bro.
right about what
Like,
he talking though, man. If it just depends on what they was. I do think his feelings was hurt. I would have done it different.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if anybody's disagreeing as far, I think I agree if he's saying, look, man, I brought everything to the table. These dudes didn't bring anything to the table. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? You got to get them dudes to flex. They should be able to ask questions, though. Like, but how did they go about it? Why didn't they just address them straight up, though? How, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Why they do the whole lawyer thing?
Yeah.
Like, well, my lawyer hits you up. You know, like, yeah, that's me, right? I'm right
You know,
here,
I
bro.
got to listen to the
Tell me
Roy and
what's
Ma. I
up.
probably got to listen to the interview and see what they.
Yeah.
They actually been back. Actually, the show didn't end, didn't it? They got back together, right?
Said it officially ended, but
Didn't
I don't know if they've had a.
I thought they had got back together.
Let's see if they got a.
You never know what people do for some run.
It's called
On May 12th, he said it was over, but we'll see.
Joe Budden TV. They have released episodes. Or an episode outside of their.
Did they deserve equity into a show? And we talking for everybody listening. Equity into the show. That's big. That means that they want ownership.
Considering those guys were, let's just call it what it was before this whole thing was over. I mean, I think they deserve something, bro. They own the show. You think they don't? You think they just need a guest appearance fee, I guess?
Well, I think what they want to be compensated is if everything, if everything was like, let's say the business was sold or something like that, they want to be compensated.
Well, not only that, bro. Look, I mean, they looking at this. This is what they looking at. They pulling this up like, bro, we got videos that's like making money. Like, we just want to see what this ad product is bringing you. Because I know it's bringing you something. We in the market. We know what's up. We getting videos.
They wanted to see what he. The thing is, they wanted to see what he was making. Now, if you, Joe Budden, are you releasing what you're making? I want to know, is Kevin Hart releasing what he's making on the Plastic Cup Boys?
No, he's not. But I will tell you this: they ain't brought that up because they getting paid a good amount. Niggas only bring that shit up when they not getting paid.
So
like,
you saying he wasn't taking care of his folk? Now we don't know.
Bro.
We don't know.
I'm just saying we don't. You're right. We don't know for sure. But I'm just saying when people start talking about stuff like that, is usually because they either one.
I think it was
They not getting paid that much, and they thinking like, man, we got to be here every Tuesday. From Tuesday to Thursday, from 8 to 6, and like, bro, we can't do no other shoots over here. Like, the only way to get to like, what are you really bringing in? Because like you saying, we only get 2,000 an episode, but like, bro, we getting 500,000 views. Like, that's a 10,000 check alone. Like, and we ain't got that many people working here.
I don't know, man.
I
think, yeah, I get it. I think Joe Budden went around it the wrong way, and I think he's losing money right now, actually, too.
Yeah.
So Joe Budden, you definitely went about this the wrong way.
Yeah.
You had good points, though.
Yeah.
The thing is, if this was a business decision, if you got together and you said, you know what, I bring all the value to this company, and these motherfuckers trying to get more money than me, doesn't make sense to my business. I'd rather go a different route. You should have made that decision like normal business people do.
Yeah.
And talk about it.
Yeah.
That's point blank and make your point. Like, he would have made his point if he would have just went on. They wouldn't have been on the show. He would have went on. His show would have stayed popular. His point would have been made. I didn't need him. Mm-hmm. Instead, you gave these motherfuckers popularity, and I'm looking at it. I think he actually got some sex allegations going. Like,
now you got some more stuff.
Now you got shit leaking.
And I didn't mean to cut you off, but like even the people that J. Cole, the show they were on, it's the show that I'm originally trying to get to. It's in LA, and I notice it because when artists go do their promotion, they usually stop here, stop there, da 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 da. It's like the old black dude, he's bald, and he got a Hispanic chick, and I think a Hispanic dude working for him. That's not why I'm getting at, but I'm just saying. He is the main guy. Yeah, I think it's DJ Quick. Is it DJ Quick? That sound fun? DJ Quick. I don't think it's DJ Quick. No, DJ Quick is obviously not DJ Quick. But anyways, he's the main guy. But like, bro, you need other people, or else it would have just been a show of you. And if you have people working for you, giving you time out of their day, they need to be compensated, bro.
I think they were though, bro. They weren't not getting compensated, but
they may have wanted a revision
one thing, I think Joe Budden is saying, we've been doing this for years. Mm-hmm. You seen the show getting popular. What are you doing? What did you do to help your popularity, your personal show, your stature,
your brand,
your brand? That's not on me. If I'm telling y'all years ago you should be doing this, this, and that, and then now you wait till the shit booming, and now you trying to go behind doors and trying to see what the real numbers are. Mm-hmm. I think, you know what I'm saying? I think there's some lessons learned here as well. Joe Budden bailed their ass out though. That's the whole thing, because they getting everything they want with this popularity he giving them. Yeah. I mean, everything they want with this popularity giving them. So, man, but I think he got some sexual harassment controversy going on right now. Come on, man.
Come on, Joe. Get it together, brother. Don't get wrapped up in that. You already know.
Come on now.
We had plenty of examples. Plenty. You don't gotta be another one. What's the whole thing with? Why do artists get caught up in this whole sexual harassment thing, bro?
Oh, and another thing, Joe Budden. Mm-hmm. Keep in mind when he fired them, mm-hmm. they had the two, Mile and
Rory, yeah.
They failed to turn up to episodes after voicing their frustration with buying over a lack of respect and transparency in the business. So they stopped showing up. So this is kind of, so they took it like, you know what, if you ain't going, I'm going to voice my frustrations. If you ain't going to do what we asking, we going to stop showing up. And then this is what really pissed, So Joe Budden is like, oh, and then y'all not going to show up to, like, come on, man. Y'all also not going to show up to work. Like, I do not like the pet. That's petty.
For not showing up?
You not going to show up? So now you're not going to show up?
Would you show up after being publicly fired online?
Oh, this is before. They weren't showing up before. This is before they weren't showing up. Still shouldn't have fired them on live. I get it.
If they skipping work, then I have nothing to say there. But
Olivia Dope, a former podcast host. That's the she the one who said Joe Budden sexually harassed her throughout an on-air podcast interview in January. Said he repeatedly made comments about how he wanted to have sex with her, and at the close of the episode, Budden gave her a hug and thrust his hips at her. Describing Budden's actions as extremely uncomfortable in a 25-minute video, Dope said the embarrassing situation had forced her into the decision of quitting the podcast. Wow.
Wait, so was Dope a co-host?
Joe Budden hugging her.
On-air hug from Olivia. Yes. Y'all need to talk more. Come on, Network 5. Look at this family. Look at this family affair.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit was a little too much, bro. Especially if she got a nigga or something, bro. Like, think about it, bro. That's your girl and Joe Budden just did that.
They replayed it.
In slow motion, too. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Olivia might have had a boyfriend at home and he mad.
Joe Budden, wow, man. On TV, bro. That's too much. Even for play. Because you too old for that.
Exactly.
You 40 years old playing with grown women in that way. I get her, though. What makes you think I'm comfortable with that?
What makes you think that, bro? Like, she could have a whole family at home and she's going to do work. She's going to promote. She at work and you... Like,
oh, now people bringing up the fact that his ex-girlfriend, Tahiri Joe, I don't know last name, claims that he pushed her down a flight of stairs a long time ago. Even Kevin Hart weighed in on his abrupt fallout, and they just talking about how he shouldn't have publicized it. Kevin Hart said that. Man.
When they come, man.
Social media, it's a beautiful thing until
once that one post get the rolling,
you do too much.
Man,
you had a good thing going, man.
Yeah.
And you always gonna be popular, but that shit can take you down too. You didn't even have to do all that. You don't fire nobody on public like that, man.
Even if you disagree, bro, and you like, it's not like they ask you for a record online, on air.
You get that and out, we good. You feel? We almost to that minimum wage.
Yes, sir. Did they pass it for the 15?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We almost there.
But nah, yeah. That's what's up, bro. Let's you wanna wrap this one up?
Yeah, we good.
We'll do. Now we got some. We'll record some new stuff. Yeah. So this has been. Man, we ain't even talked J. Cole.
We'll get J. Cole in. All I'm gonna say is
How
J.
you feel
Cole.
about that
If
album?
you
Let's
haven't
talk
listened
about
to it, J. Cole album.
Mm-hmm.
The off season, which is like the season, which is like the playoffs, which is like the fourth and inches, knees in the dirt, the hand in the ground, like Oklahoma drill intense.
What's your favorite?
This is the off season, huh? I don't got no
song?
favorite, man. I be just vibing.
You start from one and just
You got to with the code. You got to.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
Okay.
You can literally just hit random and it's gonna be a banger. You're not gonna be disappointed that you wasted that play. Like, it don't matter.
Yeah. He
What
got
you think?
12. It's a solid album. I like it.
Solid.
That's a solid.
J. Cole, hey, Mo not happy, y'all.
Solid.
Marie saying it's just a solid 4 out of 10.
No.
What you giving it, a 6? You sound like a 6.5.
I would say this album is about a solid 8.
Okay, that's good.
No higher than lower.
That's
Solid
really
8.
good. That's really good. 8 is good.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a 9 and a 10.
Yeah. Honestly,
A lot of people say 10 though.
Honestly, the only thing that cut me from 10 was, I think, Amiri. No. It's one I really
It's
don't.
only 12 on that now.
I know. It's one I usually don't listen to. And that's why I got an 8. But other than that, I like it, bro.
A 10 gotta be every.
A 10 is every.
Yeah.
For me, I skip one.
Yeah. You know Kendrick cooking something.
Man, let's talk about it, bro.
Kendrick gotta be cooking something, man.
You heard that,
And to be cool, yeah, this is that album, this J. Cole album, Kendrick gonna have to come with it.
Gots to. I'm hearing that J. Cole and Drake might potentially be beefing. I don't know if you've heard that.
I hope not.
I
I really hope not, because J. Cole ain't no beef person, man.
That's
not what we want our rappers to be about. We know people do it, but those are usually the motherfuckers we don't pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? People know that. Drake knew he shouldn't have been beefing with Meek Mill. They both knew it. That's why they stopped.
Right.
Like, they was too big time to be beefing with each other. People don't even do that no more. You leave that to the young niggas, the little Dirks and the little babies, and even they getting too big. Like, you leave that for all the up and comers.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope J. Cole, Drake, what are you beefing about? Like, think about that. What would they be beefing about?
And so, from what I've heard, this is just speculation, is based off of that Michael B. Jordan comment when J. Cole was like, "You ain't gonna call my girl in the middle of the night," because Drake and Michael B. Jordan have both been caught with apparently people's wives. Just saying. That's why J. Cole made that whole statement, basically praising his girl, saying she not like that, but that whole call my girl in the middle of the night type thing, with some shots at, of course, them and Michael B. So I don't know if it's true or not.
So, oh shit, he was on
You read
J.
it?
Cole. No, I'm looking at J. Cole had an interview with the ETC's podcast. He was on with Kevin Durant. And some dude's name, Evan Gonzalez. And Cole said, these are the guys that push you. He's talking about Drake and Kendrick. And you got to push them, said Cole. I was so competitive early on that, like, even though we were all friends, I've never been a reach out. I've never been that person, especially when it's competition around. So I guess he's talking about how he never really reached out. As great artists, they don't even like ask. They never really reached out to get on each other's albums.
Yeah,
it's almost like working out together. Why would I work out with this nigga? I'm trying to destroy this nigga. That was kind of my mentality early on. Yeah,
that makes sense though.
He said, but I've gotten older. I realized that no one is truly my peer or can relate to what I'm going through in life more than these people right here. Just in terms of whatever pressures there might be, nobody can. Yeah, no. I feel like so. Should J. Cole, sound like he's saying he should do more features and stuff like that. He had talked about that a little bit. Mm-hmm. If he truly, these rappers do need to rap together, man. Like J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick, come on.
Why not though?
Why not?
Why not?
I get y'all competing at the same time, but compete on that motherfucking verse.
Right. And we're not talking about back in the day, like when Biggie and Tupac was going at it. Niggas had to send an actual cassette tape to the other side of the world to get the studio session. You know what I'm saying? Like,
record that verse from your crib.
We talking about an email away. You just email me the verse or the beat or whatever.
Beat, yeah.
So like
DJ Khaled do it all the time.
Man,
the vocals in there.
We don't even want to go. That nigga, bro. DJ Khaled has.
Did anybody listen to that last album?
It was like out of 10, 6.
I don't even know if it was that.
Because my thing is DJ Khaled has taken the whole rap game by surprise by not rapping a verse, bro.
He's a DJ.
And I heard his whole scheme.
DJ Drama was doing though. DJ Drama did it too though. Then DJ Drama had Wayne for a while.
But DJ Drama, that was Wayne mixtape while. You never heard DJ Drama.
DJ Drama wasn't rapping either, but DJ Drama was making money off that. Now, come on.
We talking about a mixtape.
We
talking about a mix. Not a whole.
He didn't do none of his albums.
Not a whole album.
Okay.
Every Lil Wayne album is Carter 1, 2, 3. I mean, we know him. You ain't never heard of DJ Drama. DJ Drama did his thing, yes. But he did.
I see what you're saying. DJ Khaled he did
DJ
get himself into the albums.
Profit off of all of these artists.
And he be having a lot of shows off this stuff, playing them.
He has legit chart ratings.
Go up. I'll guarantee you, if you pay DJ Khaled, he's playing that song at least once,
bro.
To today.
If I'm an artist, low key, I thought about this. This might just be me being salty, but if I'm an artist, I'm salty if he win the top 10 because
his album
constructed my craft. I went in the studio. I'm singing.
Hold on,
DJ Khaled just got
you don't know what Cali doing though. You don't know Cali making these beats, these tunes, these melodies. Melodies is everything, nigga. No,
you honestly comparing you physically going in the booth, rapping, singing, whatever you doing a whole album compared to DJ Khaled, who has not. Let's just say you Cole and you didn't produce and rap.
I do think there's something to people who can put a beat together, a melody, like a, you know what I'm saying, a chord, like a melody. And for what I do believe DJ Khaled does do a lot of that stuff. Like some of these melodies, these hooks and some of that stuff. DJ Khaled, like a lot of dudes, a lot of people write, like Rick Ross, a lot of people write these hooks and stuff like that. DJ Khaled's one of those dudes. Now I agree, he's not the ones actually laying the verses down and doing all that. But he gets a lot of respect in the industry, which tells me he's not just doing no bullshit either. Because people wouldn't let you just take all the credit for that if that was the case. And we don't know. I really don't think he's making the top money that a lot of people think though, either too. Just because you see him out here on social media and stuff like that. He ain't making no Rick Ross money. You feel me? Like, he ain't making that kind of money.
His album is labeled as him as a producer, so when that comes in, bro, he getting like royalties and stuff like an actual artist, like Rick Ross would.
Yeah, all that stuff's negotiated too, though.
It is, but I'm hearing when he gets certain. Okay, and
he's definitely making money.
Like a hater. I'm just saying, like, bro, it's people in the industry, like we talking about. They'll not give an award to Cole or Kendrick or. Anybody else who been in the studio, they like, man, I put my heart and soul in this. Who been in the studio doing whatever. Granted, Khaled has been in the studio, but for a different purpose. They'll give it to him But Cole, who has produced every beat, he made every melody, he made every chord.
Just some of his stuff, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On like a few albums, few projects. And not to mention, DJ Khaled just recycling old beats, bro. This nigga done recycled Maria. This nigga done recycled.
He really does do that a lot.
And then look. So
that's why I don't think his last album was all that, because I think
that's what I'm saying.
the album before,
bro.
the album before was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The first Ahmad or whatever it was, I don't know. That one was I listened to that one. I had a couple jam bangers on there with Meek Mill, and you know, he always got one with, you know, with a couple good artists on there that you listen to. But yeah, he ain't making what those, you know, his net worth. I'm just looking at net worth. I think his is $75 million and compared to like Rick Ross, his net worth is, well, I guess his net worth say $40 million.
But Rick Ross,
I'm pretty sure Rick Ross got more than that though. I thought Rick Ross had hundreds and hundreds of millions.
Bro, see what I'm saying? How is DJ Khaled making? Now we know Rick Ross has other investments and stuff too.
J. Cole net worth $60 million. I know ain't nobody fucking with Drake.
Come on, bro.
Ain't nobody fucking with Drake.
Come on, bro.
Drake net worth hundreds, huh? 150.
Come on, bro.
That's Young Money. Hey, shout out to Wayne.
Oh, Young Money,
we do need to give, you know what, Wayne, man, we got to give Wayne a little bit more credit, man. I know he so low key now. It's kind of weird for the last decade. But damn, how you end up with Drake and Nicki?
Two bangers, bro. Sitting
Drake
right here.
and Nicki.
You need a feature, you got Drake and Nicki.
Cause to this day, Nicki's still gonna be like Megan
Her
Hot.
last album was banging.
Megan Hot. Megan Hot.
I ain't gonna lie.
But as far as popularity, I still don't know if Nicki not still the most popular like female rapper right now.
True.
Right. I still don't know. Nicki Minaj net worth $85 million. Let me just see what
But like Khaled up there at 75, I don't like that, bro. That rubbed me wrong, bro.
Like you said, hey, he must be getting a lot of money out of them.
Oh,
you know, he own all the beats, all the stuff.
What I'm saying.
But ain't he doing it the right way? Because I heard back when he first started, it wasn't like that. Right? I think he had some beef with some issues with some business issues with Cash Money. You know, so
that was on some distribution, I think, but
it was about some money stuff.
It was about some money.
It
was. But man, I'm just saying, bro. Like, and these artists, they really don't care because they looking at it like he coming with the bag. I'm gonna tell you that. So he's getting money up front, a lot of it, because he's paying these artists.
Oh yeah, because you know, like, the artists charging
song deal. Exactly.
You know, them artists charging at least 70, 80.
Exactly.
That's at least
exactly
for a verse.
And he got Birdman for what? So he went to not Birdman, Lil Baby. He went to Lil Baby like, bro, I need you for 3 songs. And Lil Baby like, I need 200 racks.
Yeah. So you charge. So this whole album cost you for verses and all this shit, I don't know, $2 million. You not making $2 million off that album in no year or nothing like that. Let's just be real. I don't think that's not how them records be selling. But you keep, like you said, if he owning all this, he gonna make that more, just off time.
Like he gonna make what? I guess this album's money next year, pretty much.
Yeah, he gonna keep, like, and it's gonna keep coming.
Yeah, he like, oh yeah, we in the back. Yeah, I'm working on my next album. Like, oh okay. Yeah, he in the back, bro.
But you know what? It takes time to build up that net worth, man. Just shout out to everybody. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion been hot. Her net worth 3. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you would have thought that it would be, you know, I mean, more than that even. Just because, you know, Megan hot. You know, you just when you see it compared to everybody else, I'm saying you got to give respect to the Nickies and that to get up to 60 million, whatever it may be. We see how hard Megan been grinding. How much work you got to put in, how much social media activity. That's why you see these documentaries come out with these superstars after a while, and they tell you how much they was tired, how much the lifestyle ain't really about, like it's not really as good as people say, and all that kind of stuff, because it's a lot. It's a lot to keep all that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
That's our new little segments. We add music to it. We didn't get drinks. We might break this down, bro, because we really did 2 52 sessions. Anyways, it's been real, man. I don't got nothing else. Just appreciate it.
We're gonna vibe to this one, man.
Yeah, this one.
You put this one on your TV on YouTube. You put this one on your TV. You let it play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And subscribe so you can be ready for the next one.
And our shirts. We got Mom Deuce on the works. And
Really shit,
we're
yeah.
We're gonna get the shirts too.
Oh,
so, for real.
yeah. I need to get the logo from you. You got the black and red one? Like somewhere saved? Yes. And I gotta send it to her.
But yeah.
Yes, sir. Check us out, Man Our Man Podcast, IG, Facebook, YouTube, everything.